Hi, and welcome back. So this is the last round of my DeLaval green adventure. I am a 2-0, so let's try to make it a 3-0, shall we? So let's take a look at my deck. And here's my beautiful green deck. So there are Holding Mine and Relic Barrier. That's a sweet combo. A lot of good mid-range creatures. Some disruption. Ice Storm and Crumble and all that, and yeah, I'm playing against a pretty aggressive deck, so let's see how this goes. Okay, game number 1. What have we got here? This is some Forest, Holding Mine, Asuchi. Oh, this is a pretty bad hand. Yeah, pretty bad. Yeah, let's take another one. Okay, 3 Forest, Land Elf, Strip Mine, 2 Relic Barriers. Relic Barriers isn't that great in this matchup. So let's... yeah, looks like I removed a Forest. That's my opponent's hand. There was a Time Walk. I think there was a Soul Ring and a Serendia Effort. And he is on a mulligan. There's his hand again, a regrowth also. Okay, so I have a pretty bad hand and I'm on the draw. Turn 1 live Llanowar Elf. So now I have 2 Relic Barriers and a Holding Mine. There's a turn 2 Serendia Effort. So he's taking some damage from the City of Brass and the Serendia Effort. And there is the Relic Barrier. And I can attack him for 1 and tap down his Soul Ring in his upkeep. So that's good. So, and there's another City of Brass. That's a lot of damage. So he attacks for 3, puts me down to 17. And just past the turn. He has that Time Walk in his hand, so he's probably thinking about when to use that. 3 Forests. So here I can play Relic Barrier number 2 or the Holding Mine. If I play Holding Mine now, I can't tap down his Soul Ring, so I'll attack for 1 and I just play another Relic Barrier. I could of course use the Llanowar Elf to play the Holding Mine. I think that would be a better play. So now I can keep tapping his Soul Ring. He's playing a Demonic Tutor. So probably an Ancestral. There is a card. And he just passed the turn. Okay, and I draw a Llanowar Elf. I also have a Strip Mine. So now I use my Relic Barrier to tap the Holding Mine, then he can't draw, and I use my Relic Barrier to tap his Soul Ring, but looks like we forgot about that. I tapped the Relic Barrier, and yeah, let's see if we noticed it. So he attacks. The Soul Ring is still untapped. Yeah, looks like he's gaining some mana from it, but it is my responsibility to be clear when I do things. He plays a Time Walk, and he has 1 mana floating from his Soul Ring. Well, lot of damage. He's down to 10 already. Psionic Blast to the face. So I'm down to 7. So he attacks again, puts me down to 4. And there's another Psionic Blast. Wow. Okay, so let's talk sideboarding. So he's playing white and he has disenchant, so I don't like my Holding Mine Relic Barrier combo. So I'll cut 2 Holding Mines and 1 Relic Barrier. He doesn't have that much artifacts, so I'm cutting 2 Crumble as well, putting in 2 Scavenger Fogs. He's playing blue, so let's put in 2 Tsunamis. Those have been great. And yeah, let's try Fog again. Okay, so yeah, let's do this. Okay, game 2. Let's see what we have to work with here. Okay, so a couple of Forest, Argotin Pixies, Suchi, Regrowth, Mace. Yeah, a pretty decent hand. And he is taking a mulligan. And here's his second hand. Let's see if we can work with that. I see Tundra, Tropical Island, Birds of Paradise, Balance. Perhaps a couple of Sword to Plowshares. So looks like he's putting a Sword to Plowshare on the bottom. Ooh, and there's a Brain Geyser also. I'm on the play. Forest. And he has that Birds of Paradise. Not playing the bird. Okay. He do have a Balance in play. Is he slow rolling me? The good thing is that I don't have a 3-drop. So I have 5 cards in my hand. He has probably 7. There's the Balance. So I need to remove my creature and 1 forest. And looks like he has to discard 1 card. So that's a pretty good exchange for him. And now I can play my Suchi this turn. Regrowth on the Argotin Pixies. There's a black card in his hand. And some black mana. That's a Mind Twist for 2. And he takes my Suchi. Ah, that's too bad. But I kept my maces. Argotin Pixies. See, there is the bird, finally. And a Chaos Orb. Just past the turn, he has that Brain Geyser in his hand. That is huge. Is he going to take out my Argotin Pixies now? He's on 18, so he have a lot of life. But with that Brain Geyser in hand, okay, there's a sword. And here's my mace. And will we see a huge Brain Geyser this turn? Oh yes. Brain Geyser for 3. I have a fog, but that doesn't help. Yeah, the fog from the sideboard. I'm not impressed so far. Another maze. So this could be a long game. But he do have some ice storms in his deck, I think. Another City of Brass. Disenchant, Demonic Tutor and a Sonic Blast in Jarl's hand. So if he is going to cast Demonic Tutor, the Ancestral is still in his library. Or he could, the Mind Twist is gone, and he could take a regrowth. Yeah. So he can get that Brain Geyser back. I don't have any counter magic, so this is a pretty safe play. Is this the time when you activate your Chaos Orb? I think he should. Having that Brain Geyser back in his hand gives him a huge card advantage, so I think it's smart to just trade 1 for 1. His Chaos Orb is pretty curved, so he's using another card just to make it a better flip, and he hits it. And here comes a Brain Geyser for 6. Yeah, I still have that fog. At our local tournaments, we are allowed to play with 1 proxy, so that Chaos Orb he's playing with is a proxy. If you saw something strange with it. But he recently got a new card that I think he got here. There's the library, and I think this is the first time he is playing it. I'm playing 2 Savannah Lions, but wait! You need 7 cards to activate your library, my friend. But yeah, this is pretty casual, so no worries, just take them back up and put them out again. And they're back, and I think he has 6 cards in his hand. 2 Brain Geysers and 1 library. What can green do against such reckless hate? An Ice Storm. Another factory. I'm getting buried in a card advantage here. And there's the Ice Storm, taking out one of the mazes. And it just passed the turn. My top deck, a Lanor Elf. I need something huge here. And once again, tapping that library. A Strip Mine that can take care of the other maze. yeah, I've just gotta sit back and enjoy my friend having a lot of fun here. Drawing a bunch of cards, attacking with a bunch of creatures. So I use my relic barrier to tap down one of his factories. And I'm activating my scavenger folk, taking out the other factory. And I'm going to use my Mishra's factory to block a Savannah line. And, blocking a Savannah line with my Lenore elf, but my factory got disenchanted. I'm not sure if he did it before block. So I think he's down to 6 cards again. And then it's time to stop casting spells. Ooh, a top deck workshop. The workshop that shouldn't be there. It hasn't done anything all day. Because it was supposed to be a budget deck, and a workshop isn't budget. Or Goat-in Pixels from Jarle. And I take 2 damage. The relic barrier taps down the factory. And Killer Bee. Finally something good. I see a Psionic Blast. Yeah, but gotta wait. Then he has 7 cards, and now up to 8. Now he can cast Psionic Blast. Okay. So a huge attack. For 8. Oh, wait a second. I can tap down a relic barrier. And a time walk. Must be nice. Okay, I'm at 11. Drawing cards with library. So fun. Finally, my trump card, the Fog. So I live another turn. There's a Savannah line. And a Surrender Effort. Ooh, and a top deck Ice Storm. I can destroy his new library. Ah, that felt good. Now it's I just have to close my eyes and wait for the end, and there it is. GG. So I lost 2-0, so we didn't get to 3-0. Yeah, well, that was a beating, but I mentioned earlier that he recently got himself a library, so it was cool to see him using it. No hard feelings. So yeah, that was the end of my DeLaval Green adventure. It was a pretty cool deck. Might do some changes if I'm going to play it again. The relic barrier holding mine felt I didn't like it that much, but you gotta get some card advantage. The original build had Sylvan Library, but I don't like that card, so yeah, I gotta think about it. So yeah, that was the end of this series. What's next? I don't know. I have some options, so we'll see. There is a tournament coming up in a couple of weeks, the Jumping Jesus tournament in Norway, so I'm going to go there and do some filming, so I'm gonna get some great content out of that. I do have a Counterburn series from Arvika and a local farmstead, so a lot of content, but yeah, okay, like, share, subscribe, all that. Thank you for watching. This is Farmstead, out.